when she said her husband, when Puff walks out to finally, do his voyeur thing and see what's going on.
So hold on real quick. It didn't start with Puff in the room.
Nah, never started with him in the room.
Okay.
It would only be me and her, and she said at some point her husband's going to walk in, and I'm not supposed to acknowledge him, look at him, act like he's not even in the room.
Right.
So we'll be like on the couch, let's say on one end of the room, and then like on the far end of the room, it'll be like a table with a chair, and eventually he'll come in the room and like sit in the area across the room, like watching, and we're supposed to act like he's not there.
How often, pardon me, not how often, how long did it take until you realized that it was Diddy?
Bro, like, I want to say like over a year.
Out of here. A whole year? Why? So let me, how long, okay, let's, I want to stick to that for a second, but how long did you know till it was Cassie?
So the minute I found out it was Diddy, that's when I knew it was Cassie.
So it took a year for you to find out for Cassie as well?
Yeah, okay. I didn't recognize it. Like when I jumped out of it, I did try to do the Google searches. Like I wanted to try to figure out who it was, right. But I'm Googling a married couple.
Right.
So every result I'm getting is not leading me to the right places because they're not married.
Got you.
So then, and I never found out with a visual cue. It was a hotel, the ex's house, and I would get there, let's say 2 a.m, and sometimes nothing would pop off for hours. So in this case, they threw me in like an extra room in the suite. Mm-hmm. And just to kill time, I happened to cut on the TV, and the TV had a welcome message. So the TV said, ex's house would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea, man.
So that's how you found out that it was Cassie and Diddy by just cutting on the TV and seeing the introduction on the television. Wow.
On the TV.
Wow. I've seen also in the transcripts that you would say that it was just a sex scene in the beginning. No intercourse. How long until you had actual intercourse? What was happening in the first few sessions when it wasn't any intercourse?
Nah, it was only the first session where it wasn't intercourse.
Okay, so 10 times, one time it was only not intercourse the first time.
The first time. And it was offered, but I was so bugged out. Like this wasn't my hustle, right? So right. I'm really in there thinking this is a married couple and they want to do some voyeur sexy scene. Mm-hmm. So we did the set up on the couches, the baby oil rub down or whatever. And then at some point, Puff jumped up. I didn't know it was him. He left the room. She left the room to talk to him. And she came back like, that was perfect. We happy. We good. Mm-hmm. And then she said to me, do you want to finish? Meaning, I guess, do I want to bust a nut? You know what I'm saying? Right. And my first example, I'm trying to be professional. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, if y'all good, I'm good. This ain't about me. And I just left, but she did say, all right, well, when we get back in town, we want to hit you again. Is it okay? I'm like, yeah, I just got $2,000 to rub down like a super bad chick. So of course I'm down if you want to hit me back. But it was offered to me the first time, and I actually turned it down, trying to be on some professional.
Right. Was baby oil mandatory?
Mandatory,
Yeah, he got a baby oil. That's just mandatory.
Good y'all, this OB Media. The Punisher goes crazy, and the detail is freak off encounter with Cassie and Diddy. Man, Diddy was really on some real queer shit. This ninja liked voyeurism. He would be in the room and be masturbating. Something was definitely wrong with Diddy, man. And baby oil was mandatory. Astrogliding, doing all type of freaky shit. Man, Diddy was really doing some crazy shit with these guys, man. But understand that most of these male escorts was living their best life because Diddy was paying them to bang his chick. They were getting a lot of money just to do that shit, man. This shit is interesting. You need to watch a full video, man. Let's get it.
I seen also in the transcripts that you said it was just supposed to be like a sexy scene, meaning that Puff would tell you to move the candles a certain way, or tell her to move the candles a certain way for lighting purposes for his visual. Could you explain that?
Yeah, so like when I first got in there, she made it clear that this was a scene we were setting up for her husband.
Okay.
So, it was like couches, all the furniture in the suite was covered in sheets. Like everything was covered in sheets. So it was like a single chair across from like a big sofa. And we were supposed to sit on there and I'm supposed to put oil on myself. She's supposed to do the same. And then at some point we're rubbing on each other and we doing little like masturbating. I'm masturbating, she's masturbating, but you could tell it was act.
Right.
Like we're like in character, like one of them corny Cinemax movies. You know what I'm saying? Like the sex scene in them little Cinemax movies. So we're trying to make it look like the part, and then he would give subtle cues because he's across the room and the room's dark, everything's candle lit, and he'll say like, yo, move a little bit, yo, move the candle, I can't really see, or move the body. And he would never talk to me, not one word to me, only to her. And if his instructions for me, it goes to her and she tells me. So it was like a real scripted kind of routine. And it really went like that every single time.
So he was basically orchestrating a sex scene without directly talking to you, but telling her certain things.
Exactly.
Wow. Crazy. I seen also in the transcript, or I actually heard you talk about this, that Puff will have the Muslim mask on and be naked from the neck down. What was that like? Pause.
Bro, that was like the weirdest shit ever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already weird knowing like a dude's coming in the room, But I'm messing with the chick, and mind you, I'm seeing all this peripheral.
Right.
So it's extra crazy because it's not straight on. So it's at the corner of my eye. I'm like, yo, this dude got on like a veil, and he's half the time he's beating off and he's walking side to side. So it was definitely a difficult space to try to be in. But I ain't no front, bro. At the time, I'm greedy. I want this bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the scenario and I'm trying to make it work. But it was tough, man. It was tough.
It was just a veil. Somebody told me he had a Yankee fitted over the veil. Everything was just covering the face. Super duper pause and naked from the neck down every single time. Every single time, man. So that's a little construed, right? It was a veil, just period. Like the ones the Muslim women wear, so you don't see anything but the eyes. But I think at some point after like the year and change, and it was a while, he wore the veil for a minute. Right. I think they might have figured out. I saw the TV, and at some point he just changed to a Yankee fitted. So at some point he dropped the veil, and I guess he knew. Maybe he saw the TV on. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I probably left it, and I guess he figured out homie figured it out. So he stopped wearing a veil, and he was just like rocker fitted. Right. I also seen that you say when you and her were doing what you guys were doing, he would be pacing back and forth with a bottle of Astroglide. Yeah, man. Every time, it was obviously something he was into in terms of visually watching this. So what was being done with the Astroglide though? Paul. I guess he's using it as lubricant to beat off. You know what I'm saying? That was, he's pleasuring himself during the action. So obviously he's using that for lube. Do you consider Puff a cuckold? Yeah, I mean the whole time that's what I thought it was. Right. Yeah, I thought it was. It's because you keep using the word voyeur. This is cuckold activity. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, we're gonna step it up to cuckold. Yeah. So I'm saying voyeur because that's what she said to me. Right. Like when I came in. You know why? Because they down. You know why? Because voyeur don't seem as bad as cuckold. So they downplay it with the I'm just a voyeur. Nah, you was an official cuckold, nigga. Because voyeur can mean you watching anybody, not your girl. Cuckold is when your girl is in play. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, he's sound cuckoldish, man. Did Puff ever participate?
Nah, man. Nah, he stayed across the room. Like I said in my testimony, the closest he got to actual action, like it was one time, all this stuff, almost every session happened in the living room, but it was one specific one where we got moved to the bedroom, me and her. Mm-hmm. So in the bedroom, he's in a closer proximity because he's walking around the bed. And at some point, like almost at like the strip club, he took like a stack of hundreds and just threw it on the bed while we was, while me and her was having sex. And we both was like, what's going on? And he just was like, nah, I'm enjoying this shit. And, we just kept doing what we was doing.
Right. Pardon me, I'm gathering information as we talk. Y'all in the bed, he's circling the room, takes out sack of hundred, just throw it on the bed.
Just throw it on the bed.
Wow. It's crazy. Sorry about that. I was just thinking, what was the most money you made doing this with them?
Every single time I came, it was $1,200 to $2,000. But like I said, sometimes I could come 3 days in a row.
Right. So
so it would be $1,200, $2,000, $1,200 for that. You know what I'm saying?
For that session.
3 days. Yeah, exactly.
Got you. And it will last 2-3 days?
Yeah, 2-3 days, but not straight. Like a few hours, I'll go home, you'll come back again. A few hours, I'll go home, come back again. You know?
Time on clockwork. That's a wild. Yeah. I also seen that you say Cassie said she felt comfortable with you. Did you take that as she liked you?
Not really. I knew it was clear, man. This was something we were setting up for her dude, right? At the time, I'm thinking her husband, because she said this to me the very first encounter, right? So I didn't think it was a personable, she's into me. But obviously, if this is something that has to be done based on their sexual fetish, well, she's going to do it with somebody that, all right, I'm comfortable with this dude, you know?
Right.
So I always took it as, however the vibe was, however things went, it worked for her. So that's why she said, I want to call you back, you know? Got you.
Did Puff ever appear jealous while you guys were having intercourse or participating with each other?
Not at all, man. Not at all. It was like good to go. Like I told you, the focus was making sure he got the right visuals, the lighting was right, put more baby oil on. Like he was into it from an enjoyment standpoint. Not. Yeah.
So, but you saying he basically never was jealous. Did Cassie ever reach out to you without Puff?
Nah, I was strictly business. And honestly, man, I wasn't even trying to play that, get caught up in some type of fantasy. I know one of the other dudes got caught up in some fantasy of they could be together. I knew what it was, man. Like, right. She with a dude in $30,000 a night suites. Like I move, I can pull it off with chicks, but that's a tough act to follow. You know what I'm saying? So I saw it as an opportunity, man, and I was just trying to come through to, come up whatever way I could with that easy money, how I saw it.
Yeah, I ain't knocking. How was that?
I mean, bro, even if it was fire.
Bro, what's the if your family? Let's stop the political shit. We was Harlem time. You 39th Street on 40th was the. How was that?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
Okay.
Like I got a dude pacing back and forth, beating his joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse because if you grew up in Harlem, if you grew up in that era. I can't validate it, but everybody knows there's rumors, right? There's rumors that he could be, interested in dudes. So the whole time I'm semi paranoid. Like I wrote in my book, bro, for real. I got a hearing problem.
Right.
And sometimes when he would give her directions, I would hear like something completely different. Like he'll say, "Yo, I like the position you in," and I'm like, "Yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him?" Like, I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing, like, "Yo, hold on, wait, what did he just say?" Like,
so basically, you never could get comfortable because. So let's just be clear and get the elephant out the room for the audience. You're not gay, you're saying?
absolutely not. Bro.
Right. So therefore, you're saying that already, just to put everything into perspective, that you're there for this chicken to get this money. You don't know it's Puff this whole time. So you're already thinking like, okay, being weird, whoever it is, and I got to keep an eye out for him because we don't know what type, in case he want to, if he get mad, if he want to join, I'm not with none of that. I'm here to bone your bitch like you paid me to do and out of it. But what you're saying is the paranoia intensified once you found out it was Puff and you like, oh, hold on. Now this shit done got to 10 because not only am I a girl, but it's Puff. So now you saying you hearing shit that you wasn't hearing and now you can't really enjoy the like you want to enjoy it. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like I'm not intimately connected, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't think I got a real erection the entire time.
Right.
Like I was loading up on any pill, anything that I could take just to get there because I could not connect.
Yeah, we
You know what
going.
I'm saying? It was too paranoid, it was official paranoid, bro. Like
Right.
because I'm not used to being in that situation. And then it's like homie got on the veil and he butt naked. And then, like I said, I find out it's Puff and then it's the rumors. So real talk, I'm like, yo, I don't want this to go left.
Right.
So,
well, listen, man, we going to get you some pink horsepower because it don't matter what the situation is. That joint work. We going to, you from the block, we'll send you a case up there. Nah, you already about nothing. Did you go raw ever?
Yo, bro, yeah, for real, bro. That same day when he threw the stack of hundreds,
right?
Like we were on the bed and I started out, I'm eating a box, right, and after you would tell it was like some excitement, some connection. So when I pop up, she's scooting towards me for the penetration. And she kind of looked at him and he was like, yo, go ahead, have a good time. And I was wild reckless. I just,
right.
It was what it was.
So it's only one time you went raw. You repeatedly went raw.
That was, let's say that was the fourth time. And then it was every time to the last time.
Got you. Gotta go raw sometime. You gotta go raw and Cassie. It be like that, man. Some of my co-hosts, they got a couple questions for you, but I got one more question before they ask you a couple questions. We hear about 50's baby mom, Daphne, being involved in some of these things. Did you Daphne, 50 Cent's baby mother?
Nah, every time I was called or involved in any way, it was only Cassie specifically.
All right, cool, man. Hey, yo, my man Larry, Sheree, you got a question for him? We get ready to wrap this up. Sheree, you've been great, man, and thank you for participating. A couple more questions before we get you out of here. And also, we want to talk about your book before you go as well.
I appreciate it.
Yo, what's good, fam? So my question is, you said on the first night, that she asked you if you wanted to continue, and you said no. So I'm asking is, she wanted to continue. Was Puff there? So basically I'm saying, did she want to do it without Puff?
So when she came back in the room and asked me, her actual words was, do you want to finish? Right? So I found out later, finish meant me busting a nut.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So she offered, but like I said, I just turned it down. And if I'm keeping it 100, part of the reason why I turned it down is because I was struggling to get my joint up and hold an erection anyway, because I was Homie got on the veil. I don't know who it is. He's pacing back and forth. So I couldn't get in that zone anyway. So I turned it down. You know, obviously I'm trying to be professional or whatever, but at the same time, I don't think I could have finished if I wanted to. But
man, this shit is wild, man. The Punisher was really on some gay timing. No way I would be comfortable to be in a room and Diddy's throwing money on me and I'm having sex with this girl. That is just some weird shit. And Diddy be in the corner masturbating and be saying, get it, king, do it to her. Man, this shit is just crazy to me, man. But the Punisher is explaining that he got an ears problem and he thought that he heard Diddy said that he wanted to penetrate his ass. Man, that was just some crazy shit for me. I believe that Diddy said that shit because Diddy is freaky. No way Diddy's gonna pay so much money and don't get no pleasure out of this shit. He's gonna want booty. He's gonna rub baby oil on you and he's gonna take that shit because he's a real bad boy. But all of this shit that they're talking about, this was some real voyeurism shit. Diddy was a real cuckold. He liked to watch his girl get smashed and tell guys what to do. And when the guys are finishing, Diddy and Cassie would go in the room and Diddy rubbed the cum on his nipples. That is just some weird shit. So we needed to do something about this shit. But Cassie was a freak as well. She was enjoying all of the freak off. That's why a lot of people are saying that Cassie should have get indicted with Diddy. She's not innocent, but she's a victim of domestic violence. What Diddy did Cassie in that hallway was some real sucker shit. He beat the shit out of that girl. He was wrong for doing that. But otherwise, the freak off and all of the shit that was going on with all of these male gigolos and male escorts, man, Diddy was definitely weird. He was flying in dudes to bang his chick. He wasn't flying not even one female prostitute. Man, you can see that Diddy like booty. And Diddy was walking around in the room, showing baby oil on the guys, and be directing this shit, and be trying to get a better view of the anus. Man, Diddy is a weird ninja. So Diddy was not enjoying Cassie getting banged. He was enjoying watching the guy's anus, man. He was watching every shit. He was enjoying this shit. So Diddy throw money on the bed and say, yeah, I'm enjoying this shit, man. Do it to her, daddy. I like when you're scraping for shit. Man, that shit weird to me, man. I believe that some of these male escorts were doing gay activities with Diddy and not talking about this shit. A lot of you guys are homosexual that are in the closet that don't want to come out. But Diddy is always up to that booty timing. Vanilla, chocolate, all different type. This ninja is always up to nothing good. He's always up to being freaky. Because no way, why would you got 1,000 bottles of baby oil, 800 lube, 800 dildo? What were you trying to do, man? You was really off your racks. Man, that ninja was nuts, man. He was taking a lot of drugs. He was getting out of control. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. Have a blessed day.
And most of the men on there, yeah, he forced me to open my asshole. Did he though? Did he? Did he though? Did he do that? Did he force you guys, or did you guys just like see it as the easiest way to get to where you wanted to go? Because there's a difference. He forced you to open your asshole. Did he? Did he? No, not Diddy. Not that Diddy did it. That Diddy? Did he? 50 Cent is petty, he's gangster, and he's definitely got balls by putting out that Diddy documentary. Pero también es un hombre que siente y padece. He's just a man with emotions, and that feelings for sure got hurt when his ex, his baby mama, started dating Diddy. Yes, I do think that Diddy did offer to go take him shopping, and that must have been like, motherfucker, cabrón, ¿qué tú me estás diciendo a mí? But at the same time, when someone starts dating your ex, your baby mama, is a potential stepfather to your child, and you know that this dude le rompe el culo a todo el mundo, you start to worry. And yes, there's mixed emotions there. I'm not saying that que lo que él hizo está mal, pero I saw the documentary. And in no point in the documentary did I see 50 talking about how his ex was dating Sean Puffy Combs. All the other men that Diddy went after their girls, they were in the documentary talking. No, que Diddy es un cabrón y sí, él siempre está detrás de las mujeres and he went after this guy's girl, and then you see the guy talking, yeah, he tried to fuck my girl. I didn't see 50 say that though. And not for nothing, the documentary is cool and whatnot, pero no es nada que nosotros no sabíamos. It's nothing that we didn't know. I have to say, if you would have told me a year, 5 fucking years ago, oh, Diddy is weird. Yeah, I knew that. I've been known. I saw Make the Band. I grew up with that shit on VH1 or MTV, wherever the fuck it was. I seen Diddy. I remember the commotions, and I've seen him talk, and I seen how he does this. Nothing that of the information that was given was new. Maybe este documental es pa gente joven. Maybe this is just for young people to understand what Diddy's about, to understand what the music industry was or kind of still is. Free on YouTube is the rest, pero si quieres darle la mano a un hermano, $5, you subscribe here and you help a brother out. This brother, okay? Este hermano me ayudaría a mí. Pero if you're strapped, if you're tight, and you've been buying way too many fucking Christmas gifts, yo lo entiendo. Free on YouTube. Por lo menos dale click allá, dale subscribe, dale like, dale compartir. Haz lo que tú sabes que tiene que. Please, just do what the fuck you know you gotta do to help a brother out, okay? If you don't have the $5, if you do have the $5, thank you very much.